did subscriptions. Now we can start the YouTube intro. We're playing some white-green scales. What does that mean? We have Hardened Scales. We have Conclave Mentor. Lots of ways to give additional +1/+1 counters. We have a lot of ways to put +1/+1 counters on our creatures. Luminarch Aspirant, Nissa, Voice of Zendikar, Rishkar, Peema, Renegade, Vivien, Arkbow Ranger, and Verdurous Gearhulk. And then we also have an excellent top-end payoff with Fight Rigging, which is really sick because it's going to get you to your expensive cards, Verdurous Gearhulk, and Vorinclex. And also the sick thing about Fight Rigging is it allows you to trim on lands because we're playing 4 Turntimber Symbiosis, which is a land that you can play, but also is a really good thing that you can hit off of Fight Rigging. So really a lot of good synergy here. Sideboard, we got some Vivien creature targets, some removal spells here, Portable Hole, some good cards against Lotus Field and things of that, Damping Sphere, Dromoka's Command for the red deck, Archon of Emeria. Alright, let's go. We get a 2-lander with no white source, but I don't know, turn 2 Rishkar, turn 3 Vivien. I think I'm down with it. Maybe this hand's kind of sketchy against Giganta, because that likely means prowess and red removal, so my elf is probably not living, but if the elf lives for a turn, we can go Rishkar, put a counter, then Rishkar taps for mana. That's a good sign. Okay, white card is not exactly what we're looking for, but I don't know how good the Niv matchup is. It's probably pretty bad. We find white mana, maybe it's a little bit better. Okay, well there's white mana. So the question is, how do I sequence this? I could go Mentor, Rishkar. I think I probably just play Vivien here, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna go Viv, and I think I might just put both counters in the Rishkar. No, it's probably worse if they have like a Abrupt Decay or something. I think I'll split it up. And we'll slam for 4. Next turn we can go Conclave Mentor plus Vivien. Is that lethal? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not quite. What's up, Owl Knight? How you doing? Haven't seen Owl Day in a while. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Wandering Mind. Okay. That card's really good against me. Is there anything I can get in the sideboard? You know what I could do? It's kind of loose, but I could get Archon of Emeria and just hope they don't have a basic. They don't play that many basics, right? That's so greedy. Because I could just plus the Viv this turn, and then get Archon next turn, I think. Right? Like, what if they just have a basic? I guess if they have a basic, I keep an Archon, but I lose my Vivien, right? The other thing is it's not lethal, because I have to lose the Viv, and then I can't give my creatures trample next turn, right? So I think that's bad. I think I'd rather just leave the Vivien in play. Honestly, I'm just gonna go up, and I'm just not gonna commit anything. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna do this. I'm just going to commit nothing else and just have, like, a really good post-Wrath. Like, my post-Wrath plays are really good. And they have to leave this in play to just pressure the Viv. Like, now they're going to go attack Viv for 2, so I can't minus it. But, like, I didn't really want to minus it anyways. I just want to play more stuff. Like, this isn't even that bad, I don't think. I mean, I guess maybe if they have a follow-up sweeper, it gets dicey, but now we get to go land, Mentor, Rishkar, plus Viv, and still threaten the Viv minus next turn, which is nice. So your message in Discord, I can work on some tweaks tonight. Yeah, that deck looked really interesting. Really interesting. I think, it's kind of tough because you don't have, like I was saying, you don't have a ton that goes with Yorion, but I understand why you want to play Yorion, because you're trying to make Agent better. It does make a lot of sense, but this a dono or a list from last weekend? This is not a dono. This is probably Copium, but I really want this deck to be good. This is me just trying to make Hardened Scales work. I did see the Rallier Niv deck. I don't really understand what Rallier really gives you. That deck also only had 2 Nivs. Like, that deck list was so weird. Okay. Well, I get to keep my Viv. They have 5 cards left over. So I can get Shifting Ceratops and Haste It, which is nice because this gets around Niv. Problem is they could just, like, Dreadboard or something. Ooh, what if I got Vorinclex? Put them to 1? Is that better? That's probably better, right? Why wouldn't they get Valky? Because I have 2 lethal creatures in play. They can't get Valky. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get Vorinclex. I think I like that. Maybe it's better to get the Shifting Ceratops because it gets around Niv, but, like, if I Vorinclex and they play Niv, I still have lethal, because I can just put 2 counters on the Vorinclex next turn. So I think this is good. Like, it only puts them to 1, which is really unfortunate, but... Now they're dead to another Vorinclex, even if they have a removal spell. Alright, looks like they have another Bring to Light. So this has to get probably, I don't know, some removal spell. Yeah, sure. Alright, so they're dead to Vorinclex, which we have 2 copies of. Wait. What just happened? Oh, yes! Oh, that's so sick. I didn't realize the Vorinclex makes us come into play with less counters. Yeah. So they needed to get, like, a Dreadboard or something. That's hilarious. Oh, that was sick. Alright, playing against Niv. I'm going to keep the 1-ofs in the sideboard for the Vivien. How good is Archon of Emeria against them? Yeah, that was a Pepe laugh moment. El no sabe. I feel like Archon is okay. They have a lot of non-basics, right? Yeah, it also stops BTL. Would you want to keep one in the sideboard? I feel like I'd rather just draw it, you know? So maybe trim an elf and cut the 2 Rishkars. And then just play 3 Archons. Try that. Also, the cool thing about Archon is it gets around Solar Blaze, which is kind of cool. Springless and Gruul with a 3-mana enchantment that gives creatures with counters haste. What is that card? I don't know if I know that card. This hand is really slow. I don't know if I want to keep this hand. Let's try it. I mean, it's got lands and spells. It's got a 2 and a 3, but it's a little dicey. Invigorating Hot Springs. Yeah, I don't know what that card does. So what is it? It gives all creatures with +1/+1 counters on it haste. Does it cost 3 mana? RG1 enchantment, ETB with 4 counters, modified, remove a counter, put a counter. Oh, okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. I don't hate the prospect of that, but... Not a bad draw, because now we have 2, 3, 4, even if they have Fatal Push, which I think they do. They don't, okay. But we have a nice little curve. It's also really good to draw these Planeswalkers. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, make a treasure, and you may pay 5. Oh, I have not seen that card in Niv, but that actually makes a lot of sense. That's the first time I've seen that card in Niv. I like it a lot. That card's kind of cool. I wonder if Claudio's tried this card. Yeah, definitely gaming. Also, funnily enough, if I load up on this plant token, they can't Solar Blaze it. That's hilarious. Riveteer's Charm. Okay, Nissa down. So now we can just go Viv, uptick on both. Just play this as a white source, I think. Yeah, uptick on both. Oh, this is every single time they cast a multicolored spell, they get a treasure. That's huge. So they could push here. They don't have push. Alright, take 6. We have lethal next turn, so depending on what they do, we might be able to kill them. Eliel Drowsy plays it in his Niv deck. I mean, this card seems sweet. I like this card a lot. Seems pretty powerful. Okay. This is actually going to come up. Our plant token lives. That's really hilarious. Question is, do we go all in on this plant token? They have 2 cards in hand? They're at 12. I really want to make this a 2-turn clock. Second Gearhulk means I probably just want to deal them 6 here. Yeah, I'm just gonna load up on the plant. Because remember, they didn't have Fatal Push 2 turns or last turn when they could have killed my Mentor. And I think they would have, so I'm just gonna load up here. 6, yeah. I understand why with access to all colors and mana they're playing a Wrath that bad. Well, they're splitting Wraths, right? So they probably have like 1 Solar Blaze, maybe have a Supreme Verdict, they maybe have like a Shadow's Verdict. They're splitting, and the reason you want to split your guilds in terms of the Wraths that you're playing is because it's different guilds for Niv, right? All right, Tibalt Cosmic Imposter. That's not gonna do it though. because if they exile this plant token, we have Verdurous Gearhulk to kill them, so that should be game over. And we can also play Vorinclex, so they can't push me. I think we're going to steal a game off Niv. Yeah, that's it. Easy clap. Let's go. Which is really cool. No 1-drop, no 2-drop. Gonna ship this. Alright, no lands. To 5 we go. Okay, sounds good. Put back 2 lands, I think, right? Yeah, and just hope my elf lives. Just slam a turn 2 Nissa. Turn 2 Nissa is one way to get back from a to 5. Rishkar could be Saddleback Legek, yeah. What's up, Talos? Dead elf. Oh, not a dead elf. Rabbit Battery. Okay. How good is Rabbit Battery, chat? Okay. Excuse me. The Rabbit Battery. Is it Rabbit Battery or Rabid Battery? How do you put a battery inside of a rabbit? That's just weird. I think I'll let Nissa take 1. I'm cool with that. I guess it's... Oh, this is just like the Energizer Bunny, right? That's the joke? It's literally just the Energizer Bunny? Ooh, that's not a bad draw. I think I'm just going to use my mana efficiently and play that. Take this. I think I'm just going to go up. And then pass. Can make a 1/2 plant token, which bricks the battery. And then we can just go Scales minus Nissa next turn. Get a pretty good turn. I'd ask Energizer, yeah. Yeah, that's the joke. There's got to be some copyright infringement, right? They could just put in the flavor text, like, I guess it's not even flavor text. They could have done so much more with the Rabbit Battery. Tragic. I kind of like what our opponent's doing, though. It's like, I'm assuming they have Shrapnel Blast. Yeah, that card makes a lot of sense. Energizer's a bunny, that's a rabbit. Fair. Do I let Nissa die? Or, excuse me, do I let Nissa take 2? I think... Because I kind of wanted to minus the Nissa. What if I just block and then go and just minus this turn? Yeah. I was just about to say, if I draw a 2-mana creature, doing it this way is so much better. Because now I get to make... Oh, I can just trigger Fight Rigging. God, this deck is so cracked. Just gonna make a big plan, I think. I should have made a big Aspirant, but... Oh my god. What is this deck, chat? What is happening? This deck is so cracked! This deck is so sick. I'm happy about this one. I'm really happy about this one. Yeah, nice Steel Overseer. You ever played against the Vorinclex Monstrous Raider before? They can never get counters? Yeah, I know. Yeah, Patchwork, offline. Steel Overseer, offline. Get out of here. Like, the sick interactions, like, this card's insane against Devotion, too. If you can get this card into play before they play their, like, Karn or anything like that, it mitigates their Planeswalkers so much. You know, like Karn, and I guess maybe not Kiora as much, but... They got a Hearse. Don't think that's gonna do it. Something tells me that the Hearse is not gonna do it. Alright, so this is probably a Portable Hole matchup. I think Archon's bad. I'm gonna keep the Knight of Autumn in the sideboard for Vivien. I don't know if I want Jamoka's Command. I think I'm just gonna do the same thing. Cut these Rishkars. Maybe Trim an Elf. Maybe Vorinclex is kind of slow. It is still really good, though. Let's trim a Symbiosis on the draw. I want to keep all my elves. Alright. I mean, Scales into Aspirant is a good start. We kind of have nothing else, though. We do have a Boseiju, which can maybe provide some type of interaction. I think I'm going to keep this. It's maybe a little risky, but... Not that great against Thing in the Eyes. True, yeah. That's a good point. Alright, the Ronin. Not the battery this time. Take 2. Yeah, Scales. I mean, Scales into Aspirant is good. We need to draw a 3-drop, though. We draw some stuff. They played around my Portable Hole by playing turn 1 Reinforced Ronin. Boseiju is just trophy. Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's a good card. They definitely have a lot of targets for it, so, like, it is good interaction. If you have Rishkar, a Haste Enabler, +1/+1 counter, plus Animation Module, you can make infinite servos. Rishkar combo, you don't know how good that is. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. I have to assume one of this Aspirant is dying, but drawing a second one's actually really nice. I'd be shocked if this isn't dead. Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully they can't kill the second one. That'd be nice. Is Mana Confluence needed? I think so, because in Allied, when you're playing an Allied color deck, the mana is really sketchy. Like, the only dual lands you have access to is Temple Garden and Branchloft Pathway, and I just don't think that's enough to support Aspirant and Conclave Mentor. I think you really need to play the Mana Confluences. We need Brushland? Yeah, Brushland, Razorverge Thicket. Any one of those would be good. Sunpetal Grove. Sunpetal Grove doesn't cast Llanowar Elves in turn 1, and you have 12 1-drops. Maybe you could play like 1 or 2 Sunpetal Groves, but I would not play more than 2 tops. Same problem with building green-white mid-range sub, but yeah, Sunpetal Grove is terrible, especially when you're trying to curve out with creatures, right? Like, even in a deck like the green-white company deck, you're trying to go, like, elf into 3-drop into company, right? And just, like, when you have Sunpetal Grove, like, imagine a hand that's, like, Sunpetal Grove, trying to think of what else. Like, Sunpetal Grove, Boseiju, stuff, you know, Branchloft, Pathway, like, those are your 3 lands. I guess at that point you would just play Pathway on 1, but I don't know, it's just, it can be awkward at times. I'm gonna pump the Aspirant and just attack Karn, I think. I guess I could just Boseiju their Construct. How much do I care about this Karn? I guess I kind of do, right? Yeah, I guess I care enough about the Karn. It might be a bit of a spew on my Boseiju, but if I get to untap with the Elf and play Vorinclex, we are chillin'. It's possible I could have made a 3/3 Elf, but if I have 2 3/3s, that's worse against stuff like Anger and potentially Voltage Surge, because Voltage Surge kick deals 4, right? So if I make a 5/5, they can't kick Voltage Surge to kill this. Okay, that's fine. Pants card. You ever heard the Nickelback, like the Nickelback troll song where it's, I think it was called Pants Feet or something? It's a good one. I think I've trolled Canister a couple times with that one. Are they ramping to? I don't know. I guess Karn. Alright. Take less damage. Play Big Klex. I think I'm just gonna put a counter on Big Klex, right? It's just has trample. Yeah, so 4 counters on Klex. They don't want to play anymore. It's a 1-lander, but we're on the draw with 2 elves. Yeah, let's risk it. We actually have 24 lands in this deck. So. Playing against mono green, which is nice. That means our elves isn't dying. Oh, give me a white source. Prage, give me a white source. This hand is so broken if I draw a white source. Alright, fine. Still have a good turn, right? I'm not complaining about this turn, but missing there is kind of tough. This might be, I don't know. We'll see what their hand is, but this might be a sketchy game. Can I complain for you? Yeah. Alright, fine. They have Old Growth Troll? Yeah, Troll's kind of bad for us. It's like such a good blocker, too. Alright, Keep didn't work out. Play Rigging or Rishkar? Rishkar kind of gives me more mana, I guess, but now we're probably just dead. Probably should play Rigging, honestly. It's like the closest, it gets me the closest to Vorinclex. Because this is 3. Next turn, I can go Rishkar, make it 5. Rigging, make it 7. Potentially hit a Vorinclex off this. Yeah, I was agreeing to keep for sure. You know, we're on the draw. 24 lands, but we only have, what, 4, 8, 11... I think we only have 13 white sources, which is not that high, so maybe we should have mulliganed. I never would hit the white source. At least we, you know, fight rigging away 5 non-white sources. But yeah, like, depending on how good their turn is, a little sketchy now. We could potentially Symbiosis for Vorinclex next turn, but a little bit late to the party. Now they go untap here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. Play this with 4 floating. If they hit a Storm, I'm just going to scoop. We definitely can't win if they hit Storm. I mean, we probably can't win anyways, but... Oh, they just have Storm? Yeah, probably can't win. The old standard version I played Foundry Inspector. Standard version of what? Yeah, that's enough for me. Alright, what's our plan against Devotion? I don't mind Portable Hole. I'm going to bring in Damping Sphere, too. I don't actually know if I want Portable Hole. I kind of want to just try and race them on the play. Maybe on the draw I want Hole, but I think on the play I'm just going to try and make my deck as linear as possible. I think... honestly, I think Rishkar hits harder than Nissa. I'm just going to do some very light sideboarding on the play. Golgari Snake. With Foundry Inspector? No, I don't remember those versions. Why did they play Foundry Inspector in the Snake deck? Just to make Verdurous Gearhulk cost 1 less? Is that it? That can't be the only reason they played it, right? Every time that Valky PTQ comes up? Yeah. Those are good times. Alright. Go to 6. Okay, this hand's really good. Think I'm going to put back the expensive card for now. Yeah, I'm going to put back the Gearhulk. We're a little far away from it, so... Must have been just local. They would curve into Gearhulk and Walking Ballista. Oh, Ballista too? Yeah, I feel like I don't remember ever seeing the green-black Snake decks playing Foundry Inspector. Dude, the Valky era of Modern, it only lasted for a month, but it was like... I don't even think it lasted a full month. But it was the worst Modern has seen in basically forever. Like, I can't even think of a worse time for Modern. It was so bad. It was so bad. Played Ballista and sometimes Animation Module. It was mostly non-artifacts like Glint Sleeve Siphoner, Rishkar. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Turn 3 Cavalier. White Saurus? That is the opposite of a White Saurus. Alright, maybe this matchup is terrible. I'm willing to believe this matchup is bad. Is it really worse than Living End? Yes, like 1,000 times worse. If you didn't play during the Valky era of Modern, you just don't even know how bad it was. You just don't even know. I played a PTQ of that format before the announcement happened, and I played it was an 8-round Swiss PTQ, and I played 7 mirror matches. It was horrendous. It was so bad. And it only lasted for a couple weeks, right? So, I gotta make this thing an 8-8, right? Oh, I stacked the triggers wrong. I don't know. Does it even matter at this point? Yeah, it does, because I could have played the fight rigging, but... I should have stacked the triggers differently. That was bad, obviously. If I stack them the other way, I go counter in here first, counter in here. This resolves, then I get to play the fight rigging, so that was bad. Valky is better than Eldrazi, better than Gak. Yeah, Valky is the most broken Modern deck of all time. It's not even close. Like, Hoyak and Eldrazi don't even come close to how dominant Valky was. But people forget it a lot, because it was only legal for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I think it was maybe 3 weeks max. And that's how broken it was. They had to take immediate action. Alright, we're done. All right. Oh, no, the 2-mana Tibalt, yeah. Yeah, so there's another challenge where I played stock Valky Cascade, but as a fun of, I decided to play 1 copy of the actual 2-mana Tibalt, not Valky. So there was like, you just run the gambit of sometimes you hit the good Tibalt, and sometimes you hit the 2-mana Tibalt. It was hilarious. It was so good. Oh, man. It's so good. Those were some fun times. That's what I miss about Valky. Like, as broken as it was, there were so many fun things that we did. Yeah, it was nice. Opponents being very rude and killed all of my creatures. Not a big fan of that. Guess I take Rishkar. Opponents being extremely rude right now. Not a big fan. Alright, well, they tapped out. That's decent-ish. They hit Chart Iteration. Ooh, they're playing Thing in the Ice. It's bad for me. Kind of have to play a creature here. Make it a 3/3. Go. Hope they don't have another removal spell. Still can't quite make it a 7/7, though. Okay, that's not bad, because I can kill the thing with Vivien. That's actually not that bad for me. And they go chart, discard, pieces. 4 cards. They kept the iteration. That's very strange. So let's go Make the Aspirant a 5/5. Attack for 5. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't pump the Aspirant with Vivien because I have to kill the thing in the ice this turn. That's just a requirement. But now only Axe kills it. It's a 5/5. If they don't have exactly Lightning Axe, we might be okay. I don't think they ever fixed it. What was the bug again? I don't even remember the bug. Oh, the bug with Tibalt where you could play Eldrazi's off of it? Yeah. People don't really play Tibalt in Modern anymore, so it probably doesn't come up that often. Honestly, they probably never fixed it. And maybe the only reason they didn't fix it before is because they knew they were going to ban it. God damn it! I mean, I guess the good news is they have no Phoenixes, but... So now we go... Make a token... Counters here... More counters... I guess this token doesn't die to Lightning Axe. That's pretty good. So they're gonna go... What? Flashback, Iteration, Time Walk? The thing is, they still have no Phoenixes, so they don't have any pressure. Like, this is honestly not that bad if they can't find pressure. Yeah, now this can't get axed. Like, taking 2 turns is cool, but not when you don't have any creatures in play. They can't do anything with the turns, maybe. Well, now they can. So they hit Cruise. God, they hit Cruise Iteration. Wonder if they just drew that. They put Cruise Opt in their hand. They didn't want to go Iteration Cruise? Interesting. I feel like they would want to go Iteration Cruise there. Is this Birdless Birds? Maybe. I mean, that's better for me if they don't have Phoenix, I guess. I don't know why you wouldn't play Phoenix. No, there's the Phoenix. So this gets to kill Viv. That's annoying. And they can also deal 3 to Nissa. Still 5 cards in hand. One of them's a Galvanic Iteration. No, they bin the iteration, right? Yeah, they bin the iteration, okay. Jesus. Okay, they hit a Consider. We're at 22, though, so we can't really die to the Phoenixes. Guess that's upside. Have another Cruise. Yeah. Yeah, Delve Spell's totally fine. Yeah, unfortunately, no Rest in Peace. Definitely would be good in this matchup. They have double Impulse. Yeah, we can't win, I don't think. They're at 13. Still 3 spells in hand, 2 Phoenixes. You created the command? What command? I don't see a command. Mod check command? Yeah. Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can make this a 3/3 and then a 5/5. Yeah, it's not good enough. Okay, so let's bring in Archon of Emeria. Kind of shits on them. Command's bad. Sphere's bad. Hole's bad. Let's cut the Rishkars. Cut a Symbiosis. Just play mill against them. Yeah, just make them draw cards. Yeah, I agree, Spider. I mean, the thing is, in their announcement, they mentioned that they want the Delve spells to be a feature of the format, but I don't really know how you balance a format around cards like Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise. Like, how exactly does that even work? Like, that's what they said, but I don't really understand how that works. Play Rest in Peace? Yeah, I could play Rest in Peace. We got a prediction up. Break even at 3-2 has been called. Well, I'm 2-1, so, you know. Vote at your leisure. Probably gonna lose this match, though. This hand's got a lot of mana, but it's good against the hands like where they keep mono removal spells. I think I'm okay with this. We'll draw payoffs. Surely we'll draw payoffs. Wow, no removal spell. I like to see that. I don't like to see a land. Resolve this while they can't pierce me. Sphere hurts them pretty badly. Does it, though? I don't know. I feel like Sphere is kind of overrated against Phoenix. Like, the problem with Sphere is this card, right? They just play, like, this, and then they play 1 spell. They can play, like, 2 spells in the next turn and then just flip it. I don't know. It seems really bad against this card, specifically. Alright, attack for 4. Go to 16. Best turn. This deck needs, like, a... This deck needs a companion. I don't really know if it can play a companion, but... Exile a card from graveyard, some more cards, just everyone plays Hearse now. I mean, Hearse is decent for sure. The only issue with Hearse is you kind of have to have it early. If you don't have it on turn 2, like, their deck is so good at putting lots and lots of cards into the graveyard at a very rapid rate, you know? Alright, died. Alright, well, that's gonna be enough for me. Started off so well, chat. Started off so well. That's alright, we'll just sideboard rest in peace. I'm gonna finish my league before the prediction even ends. Literally gonna finish the league before the prediction ends. Oh, man. Songs in the top left. This is Pittsburgh by the Amity Affliction. This matchup's gotta be good, right, humans? This matchup has to be good. Alright, let's go here. Scales, Mentor. Rishkar next turn. Price Band Phoenix, I'm sick of it. See Standard Modern. I mean, I don't really think... I think Phoenix itself is fine. I really don't understand why Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time are still legal. It just seems a little bit too much to me. And maybe we just need to let the format settle for a little bit, but it's one of those... Here's the thing with Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time. It's a problem that's not ever going to get better. It's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse, right? Unfortunately, I can't play Mentor into Rishkar, but that's fine. Well, I can go Rishkar into Mentor if I want, which I guess is fine, right? I think I'd rather just hit them. I'd rather just hit them for a bunch. I want to put the pressure on. I don't want to take another setup turn. I just want to hit them for 9. If Dig gets banned, I don't know what to do in Pioneer. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Like, Dig is certainly seeing a lot less play than Cruise, and it's a lot, like... I think Dig is... Excuse me. I think Dig is, maybe okay, but it's one of those things where it's like, if you're banning one of them, I feel like you maybe have to ban both of them? Just for posterity's sake, but maybe. Alia's Lieutenant. Okay. Was that a good draw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't go Mentor into Gearhulk, but I think that's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Gearhulk. I think I'm going to go 2, 1, 1. Because that gives me a really good attack this turn. Yeah, this is an attack for 14. And they have no good blocks. Get chump block. Alright, you're at 5. I have almost 4 lethal creatures in play. We call this the Abyss. Welcome to the Abyss. They missed a land drop last turn, which means their hand is all spells, and they have a ton of mana, but we're just outsizing them by so much that I don't really see... Like, it'd be really hard for them to, like, create a board that makes good blocks, so... But yeah, I don't know, like... Are you okay with Cruise being in the format? It's a lot. It's a lot. Alright, let's go minus Rishkar, minus this, bring in Portable Hole, call it a day. Maybe it's just going to take some adapting to the new bans. But it's like, it's one of those things. Now, I'm not saying the format's going to get to this point, but like, similar to when Hogak was the best deck in Modern, are we going to start main decking Rest in Peace or main decking Graveyard Hate? I guess main decking Hearse is probably not that bad, because Hearse is just a really good card. And it has utility in a bunch of different matchups, not just the blue-red deck. So like, maybe we're just going to get to a point where we start main decking Hearse, and honestly, it's probably not that bad. Like, I don't know if that's a sign of a healthy format, if you're main decking that card, but... Graveyard Hate's Greasefang, Cat Oven, and Delve decks? Yeah. Yeah, it's honestly probably not that bad. Alright, do we Aspirant Elf, or do we Nissa? I think I Aspirant Elf here. And then just start making the Aspirant bigger. Yeah, I like this. So now we have access to 5 mana, which means if I find a 2-drop, I can go Nissa plus 2-drop. Preferably Conclave Mentor, or obviously also Hardened Scales, something like that. Mono black with 4 main deck Hearse. Yeah, maybe. Ooh, it's a pretty good one. Hope they don't hit Reflector Mage. That'd be kind of awkward. Honestly, Taimu, I think what put Dig and Cruise over the edge for me is Consider. And it's one of those things where, like, Consider is very innocuous, but, oh god, that's a really good Coco. But it's like, it's one of those things where, like, are they going to keep printing those cards like Consider, you know? Like, how many more blue 1-drops are they going to print? God, we are so dead. It's a really good draw from them. They still have 4 cards in hand. How am I supposed to win this game? Oh, I can't even play the Elf. Haha. XD. Alright, I'm gonna play Rigging. I don't want to play Nissa, because they're just gonna kill it. Okay. It's not terrible. Go. I feel like we're in a really bad spot, though. Yeah, Shredder, too. Shredder. Maybe ban cruises, like say it's Luris, where its banning is inevitable over time. I mean, I think that the only cards that people are really talking about right now is what, like Cruise and Nykthos, right? I think outside of that, I've been relatively happy with the rest of the format. We're at 14, so we can go Elf, Scales, because I need to be able to present a blocker. Oh, this is a really good combo for them. It's a really good combo. So I can make a 3/3 blocker. And hopefully we can block something, but like, this puts counters on all of their creatures, which then gives them all flying with the Falconer. That's a really sick interaction. Well, they have to exile something of theirs with Ligrella? No, it's up to, right? Any number of other target creatures controlled by different players. I don't know how this card works. Alright, we're dead. That's gonna do it for me. Their draw was insane. We get to be on the play, though, and I think we're pretty good on the play. Then we'll take a look at the deck list, maybe change some things up. I want to run it back with this deck. I don't know what I want to change, though. I think the only card I've been sort of unimpressed with is Rishkar. But, I mean, everything else has felt pretty good. And then I want to change the sideboard up. I want to play... I definitely want to play Rest in Peace, and I've been considering playing Shaper Sanctuary as like a way to mitigate the heavy removal spell decks. Could be good. Alright, be on the play. Yeah, I have to imagine we're favored on the play. Well, not with no lands. Well, we have 1 land. Sounds way too risky, though. 3 white cards, no white source. I'm going to ship it. Okay, this is a 2-lander with like a bunch of expensive cards. Is this good? Draw white swords is pretty good. If I draw any land, I have Scales Nissa. This is close. But then we, like, put this back, and we still have a 5-drop in our hand. I think I'd rather just go to 5. Okay, this is the best 5 by far. I'm just gonna put back 2 lands. Let's do it this way, I think. We go turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Scales Aspirant. I'm having a lot of fun, Derek. I'm having a ton of fun in Pioneer. I absolutely love this format. There's, like I said, you know, there's maybe a couple cards that are a little, you know, a little egregious. Potentially, it's hard to say right now. I want to play a little bit more, and we're only like, you know, a week and a half from the new bans, so people are kind of still adjusting. Cruise is definitely really good. I'm not going to say it's not a good card, but why not play a mana dork and the counters on it in form of Emergent Sequence? I'm not quite sure what that card is. What is Emergent Sequence? Why would you actually try playing Fair Magic in what we know is a Pro Tour format coming from the champion of the fairest magic? I mean, there's not really a lot of unfair decks in Pioneer. I guess you could consider Devotion an unfair deck. Maybe it probably is. But, I don't know. Like, depends on your kind of your definition of unfair. Please don't have Portable Hole. God damn it! Urgh! Stop drawing perfects. Yeah, I'm gonna play Aspirant first. There's no way they have another Portable Hole. Come on. Stop it. Just stop it. Play your random 2-drop. Yeah, there we go. Land. Pause chip? Okay. That's honestly probably better than a land. Probably better than a land. I guess maybe not if they have Reflector Mage. I want to dream of a world where mid-range is the only deck playable. Yeah, I mean, you get that a lot in Modern, too, right? There are just people that really, you know, that only just want they just want to play Jund in every format, and that's, you know, there are some formats you can play Jund in, but fine. Their Tross both games 2 and 3 have been kind of nuts. They have a second Catilda too. Oh, I don't care about that. All right, draw land, please. Surely they don't have a third portable hole. What's the Boomer Jund of Pioneer? Honestly, probably Niv Mizzet, I think. I think it's Niv Mizzet. I guess they might have company. Yeah, they probably have company, right? Please don't hit Reflector Mage. Come on. Please. Please don't hit Reflector Mage. I'm begging you. Okay, that's fine. Is it not Blood Red? Yeah, I guess it's probably Black-Red mid-range. I guess Nissa? We'll get the trigger it next turn. Do we attack? Attack for 5? Honestly, I think we don't, because I don't really want to trade it. Kind of need this thing in play. It's my only creature left. I'm really surprised at how much interaction they have post-board. Unless they're just, like, drawing all of their portable holes. Okay. Sports State makes me nervous. Yeah, letting them untap with Realmwalker Catilda is kind of tough. I mean, they can run out of spells. But the problem is our leftovers aren't even that great. Probably just can't win this game, right? Why no Ozolith? Is that card that good? Jesus fucking Christ. How are their draws this good? Chat, how are their draws this good? Oh my god. Stop it. I'm just gonna scoop. We can't win. That was depressing. We started off so well, too. Ah! Started off so... I feel like we lost two pretty good matchups. But... Alright, let's think about the sideboard. I'm gonna cut these commands. I think I'm just gonna go down to 1 Archon and plan on just getting it off Vivien. And I want to play 4 Rest in Peace. Yeah, it really is the worst. Started off so well. So well. 1 more land. We literally have 24 lands in our deck. I'm not adding a land. We have 24 fucking lands. There's no way I'm adding a land. I'm cutting these Rishkars. That card sucks. I think I'm going to add... I guess we could just main deck a couple of portable holes. Free up some sideboard space, maybe. And that could be the Shaper Sanctuary. I think playing some interaction is good main deck. Yeah, I kind of like that. Like 2 of these. Let's try that.